Kyle, how were the nerves last night, man?
Oh, they were crazy. I didn't have much expectations going into the night, but I was just sort of chilling on the couch with mum and dad, and then saw the late picks and sort of had my fingers crossed and was going from there. But yeah, they weren't too over the top. It was just sort of hope for the best and see how we go.
And then when you hear your name, just talk us through that moment. What does it mean to you and your family, and how did you sort of deal with the expectation of what was about to come?
It's got to be one of the best things of your life. Like you don't even know what's going to happen. And then Jeff, the list manager, gave me a call, and he's like, "We're taking you." And I was just like crazy. And then I saw the pick went in, and they said my name, and you just get all excited. And I think mum and dad were crazy, and I was just loving the whole moment. And then within about 10 minutes, all my mates just rocked up out of nowhere and congratulated me. And yeah, pretty good experience, I can tell you that.
That's amazing. And how's the first day been so far? What have you had to do?
I just got to meet a few of the boys and go through the new club rooms and just meet people that I guess I'm going to be hanging out with and staying with for the next year or two, and yeah, just go from there.
How long before your pick was that call from Parks, mate?
Well, probably a minute, 30 seconds. So I think it started the 5-minute countdown for Port, and I think it was like 4 minutes 30 called me, and that took me like 3:30 or 3 minutes. So yeah, I was all over the place. Didn't really. I was just laying with the blanket on it, possibly about to fall asleep because it was getting to the end of the draft. And yeah, got the call and was like, holy hell, this is crazy. And yeah.
Last bloke taken too, a bit of a novelty with that one. You obviously had to wait till the end of the night. How does that sit with you?
Yeah, yeah. As soon as it was going down the draft, I guess I was losing a bit more hope. And then I saw Paul had the picks, and when a few clubs were skipping, I sort of was just not too sure. And yeah, I guess got the call, but I guess being last is, I'm not sure it was a good thing or a bad thing, but it's pretty good, I guess.
How much had you spoken to Port during the year, and how confident, I guess, were you of being selected?
Only heard from them probably 2 weeks before exams. I think Jeff Parker messaged me, and then didn't really hear much because I don't think they're allowed to talk to me during school. And then I basically last week spoke to Amanda and the performance manager, she I think psychologist, and had a meeting with them, wasn't sure it was going to go, and then was sort of hoping Jeff would message back, and about 3 days later, and then talked to Port last Wednesday, and there was not really too much hint whether they were going to take me, but it was just sort of good conversation with them, and then one thing leads to the next, and here we are today.
Describe yourself as a player, mate.
I'd say I'm tall, athletic, versatile, probably a bit obviously on the leaner side, not got much muscle about me, so obviously I'm going to have to put a bit of weight on over the next couple of years, and I think that's exciting times can come, and yeah, I'd say speed, and then just got to work on some key areas, but I think that's the way to go forward. Pretty
good runner for your size, though. I saw you at the combine, you ran pretty well there.
Yeah, always sort of been on the fitter side, but I think as soon as the season ended, I had a big, I got given a program from Tom, the state trainer, and I was working on that, always doing running and doing a little bit of extra sessions, and I think it paid off just having the sacrifice the 8 weeks of hard work, even though the season ended, and I think it paid off.
I heard you say you've played defence and forward growing up. Where would you see yourself playing at senior level?
Oh, I think at the moment it would have to be key defence or defence for sure. I think I got moved there down halfway last year from the forward wing, and was doing all right there. Had a bit of struggle, and then sort of have slid into the role pretty well now, and I think I'm pretty comfortable with the old centre half back.
Why do you think you got drafted?
I'm not really too sure. I think they took a bit of a punt on me, but I think probably just my testing, and then possibly I'm a raw talent being tall. So I'd say probably my athleticism and my testing at the combine helped out a fair bit.
Did you get any calls or texts from your new teammates last night?
Yeah, got plenty. I think my phone froze for about 2 hours after I talked to Luke's after, and Ken and Tommy, and yeah, it was pretty surreal. Had to put the phone down and then message all the boys back this morning straight away, just so I didn't leave them on before I saw them here, and yeah, still got a lot more messages to send out, but it's been pretty good.
What did Ken and Tommy say to you?
Ken just introduced me to the club, said welcome, you're going to enjoy it, and just said you could have put on about 15 kgs, and I was like, yeah, cheers for that. But it's going to have to happen, so just a lot of hard work over the next pre-season, and Ken.
What does that mean diet-wise?
Protein, more carbs, more just everything, because I'm going to need it. even if the odd cheeky KFC comes in now and again. But still, yeah, just putting on that weight and should go good.
And to join with a guy that you know and a fellow South Australian, what's that going to be like for you?
It's good knowing him because I've played against Skulls plenty of times. We've had some good games going back and forth, and hopefully we'll get to know each other a lot better now. But I guess I've known him for the past year and a half to 2 years, and it's pretty exciting.
Have you played on him, and who gets the better of those battles?
Probably Skulls now and again, and then sometimes me. But you never know. It depends on the game and the day. But I think we've had some good bouts.
So how much does that help your confidence then when you come into a system like this and you've already played on a guy that is going to be has been drafted with you and he's looking to forge his AFL career too?
Yeah, I think it just gives you that confidence, a bit more comfortability about it, just knowing that you're with someone you've played before. So I guess you know how each other play, and I guess you can work off each other, do like the little extra stuff before training or after training if you need to work on certain areas, and just all that little stuff to build up to the big stuff.
How happy was the family that you'll be staying home?
Oh, I think Mum loved it the most. She was like, I don't want you moving out of the home, but I think, yeah, Dad was just, I don't really think Dad was too fast, but it was just staying at home. I guess they get to come see the games if we play Sample or whatnot, and I think, yeah, Mum was the one who took it the best. She loved it.